Hey guys, this is Cheesecake Films 05, and for those of you that don't know, it has been like 3.5 or 4 years since I've uploaded a video. It's been 4 years since I've last, or 3 years. 3 years since I've last uploaded a YouTube video. And so I believe that it would only be right if I explain to you guys why there's been such a big gap in my uploading process. By the way, try not to mind the deer head and the rest of the surroundings. I'm in my unfinished basement, and so it's a little improvised. Basically, to start the story, I've kind of been in transition. I used to live in Belgium, and that's where I did a lot of this like Lego building, filming. And I was 15 years old, and so I didn't really have many other responsibilities. I could totally just, build Legos and be in peace. Anyway, I moved back to the United States, which is where I'm from originally. Sorry, I won't lean, I just saw the camera shake a little bit there. But yeah, I kind of just stopped, once I got back here. I was in the sophomore year of high school, and I joined football, joined rugby. I was just trying to like meet friends and stuff, and so I didn't really have the time, nor did I really have the passion anymore to build Lego. But so I went through high school, I graduated, everything, and now I'm in my freshman year of college. And I was having a great time, up north here, but then, all this stuff happened. And so I have been at home, and we've just been doing nothing, and I thought, I started watching some old YouTube videos that I was making, and I was like, you know what? Why did I ever stop doing this stuff? And so about 2 weeks ago, I'd say, I probably oh, sorry. My mom is moving around upstairs. Like I said, unfinished basement, so there's no like insulation between the ceiling and the floor upstairs. But yeah, so I started kind of figuring out what I had. I'll show you a little bit later in the video. There's like boxes and just stuff everywhere. And so the last couple days, I've really been sorting through that stuff to build this next MOC that I think I'm gonna try and tackle. So we shall see how it goes. I've kind of taken everything that was on those shelves and dispersed it all over down here. So basically, it consists of these totes and all these little boxes that just had literally every Lego piece, set, pile of whatever imaginable that I had to my name. And so here was some stuff that I had organized already, which is kind of nice, but I've been spending a lot of my time just organizing and going through things like this. And honestly, I've been breaking down a lot of sets. So I've been finding a lot of great pieces, but it's just extremely tedious because I'll be taking bags like this. This looks like the old Star Wars Emperor Palpatine layer in the Death Star set, and you just like break it down, but I'm trying to separate the pieces and the colors, and it's taking forever. But we've got some bulk bags over there. But to the fun, important part, see, like here's a little bit of what I've been doing, and it's really not that organized at all. I am going to work on building another MOC. So to give you guys a little idea of what I'm working on, what I've been doing is like those bags you see on top there, I've just been taking them and like dumping them out on the floor over there, and then just going through everything and finding pieces that I think might be useful and kind of breaking them down. And I started to separate them into color groups a little bit in like size, but I have a lot of sorting left to do still. So that's gonna take up a large portion of my time for sure. And then I haven't really used these Legos in 4 years. I don't really know how long it's been, but a long time. So for me right now, it's just kind of like finding what I have and like remembering what I can use in this MOC. Like this is really nice. I remember I went to, when I used to live in Belgium, their Lego store one day had all of these 2x2 tiles. I think I ordered these 2x4 tiles, but all of these 2x2 tiles, and I literally filled like pretty much a whole thing full of these. So that is super useful. And then same with those 1x1 studs. They're kind of like a shiny color, so they're not perfect, but they'll do for cobblestone. And then yeah, it's just kind of like going through those bags you see there and just kind of finding like, what do I really have? Going back over here, I have a couple old tanks that I've built. This was in my most recent MOC, which most recent, again, a couple years ago, but I'm thinking about, I mean, this isn't a very good tank anyway. I'm thinking about taking some of these vehicles apart and making some new vehicles. And so I think I'm gonna do a poll like up here. Let me know what kind of vehicles you want to see. So this is Vito Bertoldo, and he is a master, or what was a master sergeant in the 42nd Infantry Division during World War II, and his unit was stationed in Hatton, France, towards the very end of the war in 1944. Or sorry, January 1945 it says there, but that's basically where, you know, Hitler launched his last offensive, his last attempt to try and get rid of some more Allied forces. And so he was famous because he basically defended an entire German unit by himself. So it was pretty cool in the town of Hatton. And so I decided that I'm going to try and recreate that town and recreate that scene. So to run you through a little bit of my plan here, these are just to get some inspiration for how to build, but like structure of the town and stuff, or buildings and stuff. But if you look here, I think I'm going to try and recreate this kind of road area. And I looked up like Hatton 1944 and like similar World War II pictures, but this is probably the closest I could find to what seemed like a city center or a town center. So I'm gonna try and recreate that street somewhere like in the middle here. So like this picture, you'd be looking like down the street, and then I'm gonna try and extend it. And so I'm gonna try and do a new form of building that I hadn't really attempted before, and that's kind of not sticking to the, you know, the square perfect shape of the base plate, but instead using some of those wing pieces and kind of making more of like a natural like S-turn look, or maybe just making it more round altogether. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. But this main area is definitely going to be the town part, and so that'll probably for the most part be square, and then kind of like rounded off on either side. But that is probably what it's going to look like. And then there's some more pictures of just some rubble and some buildings. So yeah. And so I think to conclude the talking portion of this video, I think I'm gonna go with the style of like getting back into YouTube, and just I want to post more frequently. So I don't know if any of you guys watched the Clone Trooper X39 and his videos, but I think I'm gonna go along some sort of similar style of that, where as I'm building this MOC, I'll kind of post weekly updates and you know, just kind of let you guys know what's going on a more regular basis, because on the contrary to what I've been doing for the last, you know, 3 years, that could be kind of nice. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I am excited to be back on YouTube.